Hello, everybody. Oh, how you doing? Phew. Whew. Hope you're having a great day. Brings me to a point I was gonna make. Are you ever having a really good day? Really fun, good time, like I was doing that earlier. Really good time, and then you see something, you hear something, you read something, and then you just feel so angry, so sad, and so disgusted at the same time. You do that? So what happened to me earlier? So let me take you back a bit. I was having a pretty great time. I talked to my sister Sora. I love a lot. It was great talking to her. Had a lot of fun. I got drunk and I was playing Burnout Revenge. Had some fun with that. Went to sleep. Got up and I watched a match, a Dynamite match. I'm pretty far. I'm behind on my Dynamite, watching my AEW shows. I'm like 3 weeks behind, trying to catch up. And I watched the Young Bucks versus Pac and Ray Phoenix. Is a fantastic match, wonderful. Really cool to see the new style of the Bucks, like them acting more heelish. I really love that storytelling part. And they only did free super kicks in a match. To all the haters, they do 50 super kicks. Well, they do free now. Not that they don't get any credit for it, but whatever. And then it just took one tweet. Not the tweet itself was bad. It was the news of the tweet. Let me find it, because I have it marked here in my bookmarks. And yeah. Father concerned at anti-trans law arrested at hearing for going 30 seconds over his speaking limit. Yes, this, in Arkansas, this is what happened this week. This man was arrested and put in jail for hours. His father, for daring to go 30 seconds over the time limit he was given to try to offend his child who's trans. I believe they're non-binary. I have the whole story here, so give me a minute. I'll go with greater detail. Here we go. Alright, so let's talk about this. Chris Ateg is his name, the man who was arrested. So, let's talk about the bill first of all. This bill, the Arkansas House passed. I believe it passed. This is the article I was reading earlier. A lot of it. Okay, I found the article. It did pass by overriding Governor Asa Hutchinson's veto. That's great. Wait, real good job there, assholes in Arkansas. Prohibits physicians and other healthcare professionals performing any gender transition procedures or providing any drug treatments, including hormone therapy, puberty blockers to persons under the age of 18. Yeah, that's very abhorrent and very messed up and evil and wrong. It's very, very just disgusting that they would pass that. And also, it's also barred from referring minor patients to their healthcare providers for such treatments. Like, these fuckheads, what do they think is going to happen here? They don't care about helping kids. They care about making kids miserable or making them cis, even if they aren't. Which would basically be the same thing, because it would be miserable. Like, before I even go on and talk about how fucked up the situation with the father is, it was Chris Ateg, let's just take a minute here. Talk about these scumbags that passed this bill and everybody supporting who needs a fucking brick to the head. Like, I wish I was Douglas Williams walking around with a freaking suitcase full of bricks. They'd be getting bricked in the head. Fuckers. You fucking cunts. Because I have quite a few friends that are trans. A lot of them, all of them are adults. And I was going to say a lot of them are younger adults. They're like 20, 21, somewhere there. All of them express the point. Most of them, maybe not all, but the ones that mentioned it, they wish they had the opportunity to go on puberty blockers when they were younger, before they were 18, so they wouldn't have to deal with this basically huge mountain of issues of possibly having to get surgery and go through all this other stuff when their body has already changed to a certain extent. And that makes sense. Makes perfect sense why that would be a thing. Keep in mind, like, there's a lot of lying shitheads out there. Most of them work for the Daily Liar, conservative cunts. People like Conservapedia who would lie their ass off about that kids, like 9-year-olds, are getting gender reaffirmation surgery. That's not even true. Not even like I don't think there's even surgeries done to children younger than 18 for these matters. As far as I know, like, that doesn't happen. The only thing that happens is they're put on puberty blockers and possibly HRT or testosterone, possibly. But that's if they go through therapy and if their parents okay it too. It's a long, drawn out process. But if you listen to a lot of these cunts, they think you can just pretty much go to a doctor. No, well, they make it sound like it's as easy as to get weed when it's legal in like California or something. You just go in, oh, I got a headache, give me weed. Like, that's what they think. They think that shit. They think it's as easy as you go to Walmart and just buy HRT or some shit, like off the counter, like Tylenol. It's a fucking, not dumb. They're dumb, but they know what they're doing. They're spreading these lies because they're transphobes. They're disgusting pieces of shit. They all deserve bricks to the head. They all deserve diarrhea for a fucking month with no toilet paper around them at all. They deserve that shit. No. Anyway, this let me go on to this whole story here. And why this? You can tell I'm already pissed off. It makes me very sad just thinking about this. And fuck you, Arkansas. Fuck your people in charge, your senators, who passes. Leave with senators. I feel so stupid. Not even knowing if it's Senate. You know what? Whoever fucking passed it. For lawmakers, go fuck yourselves. Scumbags. The bill was he needs to point out it was unconstitutional. Already found transgender Americans protected from discrimination. Yep. Justice Neil Gorsuch, I messed that wrong. Gorsuch, I think it's Gorsuch, joined by 5 Supreme Court justices who still sit on the court. That's 6 is the majority. Wrote it's possible to screen a person for being transgender without discrimination based on sex. If being based on sex violates the U.S. Constitution. Meaning, you assholes aren't even supposed to be able to fucking do this. After exactly 2 minutes, Representative Jack Ladyman interrupted a tag saying your time is up and cut his microphone. The tag appears to continue speaking but is no longer audible in the video. 10 seconds later, Ladyman asked the state capitol police to remove him from the table. Representative Jack Ladyman, you are a scumbag. You are not a patriot. You mean whatever you are. You are not a servant of the people. You are a fascist. You are a bootlicker. You deserve to be this. You deserve to be kicked out of here. You deserve to be not the disbarred. What's the name? Impeached. Whatever you want to say. You deserve not to have your job. You should be fired. You are bad at your job. You are disgusting. You are just the worst. First of all, jailed for several hours. And listen to this. Not only were people speaking in opposition to HB 1570 held to a strict 2-minute time limit, while representatives from far-right groups such as Alliance Defending Freedom and the Family Research Council, listen to that name. These people so far up their ass, they think they're the fucking Justice League and shit. And they're just a bunch of evil assholes. They were permitted to hold the floor for as long as 40 minutes. So basically, in this so-called court, land of the free, in this so-called court, where we're supposed to be open to this debate over these ideas of what is right and what is wrong, and how the law should be passed. This advocacy group that's fighting for your family and your freedom, and they had the nerve to put defending freedom there, got almost an hour, the length of an episode of a show I usually would watch, like a 40-minute, like an episode of Lost. They got an episode of Lost Talk. This dude got like not even a episode of like Adventure Time. About 10 minutes, or Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He got about the length of like not even an honest trailer. He got the length of basically half of a skit by Ryan George. Like this is so fucking wrong. Now I'm mad at Arkansas. I'm mad at Texas too, because this state has passed an even worse bill than this, if you can believe that. Although I believe the thing is they're trying to pass it, but it has to go through. But either way, they are scum. They suck. It's bad enough that, they suck, but I want to talk about some other people. And this is another reason I made this video, is that, I see it all the time. When Trump was banned from Twitter, when some jackass named Fuentes, he's Nick Fuentes, an anti-Semitic neo-Nazi ass clown, is on the no-fly list for taking part in the insurrection on January 6th. You see people like Benji Shapiro, Candace Owens, Steven Crowder, Matt fucking Walsh, conservative cunts, journalists, or as they so claim, saying this is an attack on freedom. Twitter taking someone's account is an attack on freedom. The people not being on the no-fly list, attack on freedom. Hell, Dr. Seuss Foundation removing books is an attack on our freedom. It's canceling. And yet, where are they when a man is literally being arrested for going more than 2 minutes and speaking in a court procedure, and the other person that is speaking the opposite point got 40 minutes? Where are you, Ben Shapiro? Where are you, Matt Walsh? Where are you, Candace Owens? Where are you, Steven Crowder? Crowder, you're going to sue Twitter. You're going to sue Facebook. You're going to do that for them removing people's accounts for supporting a fascist. But why aren't you suing Arkansas? Why aren't you suing these stupid idiots doing that? Why aren't you suing Jack Ladyman? Why don't you sue him? Because, let's be honest here. As much as you and all your little shitheads, the Daily Liar and Blaze TV, all your little bullshit that y'all pull, all your little cries of freedom, it's freedom even if you don't agree with people, you have to defend the freedom. You don't care about freedom. You don't care about people having the voice. What you care about is spreading an agenda. For as much as y'all like to cry and whine about how everything's an agenda, you love spreading agendas. You love promoting those agendas. And I've seen enough of your shit. I don't watch it. I only watch other people talk about it. I only see some of your tweets and stuff like that. I don't watch your fucking videos. But I know enough to know how shitty of people y'all are. Because that's what you care about. It was never about that. And now, let's look at some of the people in Texas where a bill that is SB 1646, a bill that will remove trans kids from their homes, if passed, if their parents actually accept their gender. That's how fucked up, that's how bad my state is. You wanna know how much of a shithole Texas is? There you go. Let's be honest. Earlier this year, our leaders in state basically didn't give a fuck how many of us died from freezing weather. Or if we didn't have power. You know, I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't have power for like a day or two, but for the most part, I was okay. I admit that, you know, it was kind of hard for me, but it wasn't that big a deal. But I know there's people who had it way worse. There's people who literally died. And what do our senators do? They don't try to fix the problem, of course not. They try to point fingers everywhere but their own selves. Because they fucked up and put everything on this big power grid for Texas instead of the actual national power grid. And then it fucked up, and then all of a sudden, oh, we don't know what went wrong. So we have that. And then we have our idiot Greg Abbott, our fucking senator, our shitty senator, saying that to remove mask mandates. So basically, we went from let's kill as many people as possible in a winter storm with our incompetence to, hey, let's kill as many people possible with the fucking COVID-19. Now, it's going to, maybe we're not killing people, but it certainly could lead to some very bad times. But let's rip families apart. It's funny. It's funny, all these senators, I could guess, a lot of them will sit here and stand for a family rights. They love family, right? Yet they're literally ripping kids from families because their family accepts them for who they are. Seems like you don't really give a shit about kids or families, do you? Well, let's see. I'm going to give you some of the people who came up with this bill. All complicit. All of them. Let's see. Senator Brian Birdwell. Senator Birdwell on Twitter. A very shitty person. Very horrible person. We got Dawn Buckingham at Dr. Buckingham, Texas. Her Twitter actually says in her bio, and mom working to improve the lives of Texans. How the fuck are you improving the lives of Texans? You evil woman. HB 119, is this the one? No. Oh, I'll keep going. I know I'm distracted. Trying to see if there's anything about this bill. They don't even care. Because they're such shitty people. Donna Campbell. Donna Campbell, Texas on Twitter. Why do I have somebody following her? Senator Brandon Creighton. Another person. What the hell? Senator Bob Hall. Family man. Yeah, you're a real family man. Literally trying to rip families apart. I can just flick them off on here. Here's his Twitter if you want to see it. It's right here. Like, name and shame these people. They are disgusting. Senator Brian Hughes. And it's Senator Brian Hughes. Brian with a Y. There you go. I don't think I get in trouble for showing. It's literally their account. Oh, okay. They're only followed by a person who's actually looking out for LGBTQ people. So I guess they're watching this to make sure these shitheads, don't shit the bed for everybody. Angela Paxton. I almost said Braxton. All right, we got her. Charles Perry. Like Charles Perry is his Twitter. Don't say anything if these things don't, give them death threats or anything. I never advocate that. I want to make that clear. I've said this on Twitter, but I'll say it here. Death threats are never okay. Ever. But don't harass them, but I would let them know that what they're doing is horrible. Charles Schwertner. Yeah, that's Dr. Schwertner is the at. Drew Springer. Yeah, and this ad is Drew Springer. These guys don't have very clever ads, do they? Senator Larry Taylor. Yeah, okay. Now I'm gonna check on this this SB 1646. Let me check on if it actually passed or not. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna look at it right now. We got Liga scan related to the definition of abuse for a child. Oh, sorry. I had HMI. Sorry about that. They approved the bill on the last Wednesday, which was April 28th, so basically yesterday, 2 days ago. The goal is to delay treatment until age 18, when transgender texts are in better position. Who said this? Who said this shit? Senator Charles Perry, Lubbock, Texas. Well, Senator Charles Perry, let me point out to you that while you may think, I don't believe you think you're doing anything good, but for your little argument's sake, let's say you're trying to think you're doing good, for getting them a position to make law-fighting decisions. By that point, it might be very hard for them after that point to do the life-altering decisions they need to do to survive in life. Like, you don't seem to understand that this is a case where some people, not all, some need these certain things, they need it to survive. Some transition. And yes, there are people who detransition, but they're a small percentage. In the way that there are people, I think, who get vaccinated, who it doesn't work on, things like that. I'm not talking about COVID, just like in general. There's always outliers, what I'm saying. But you would not sit here and go, well, because there's an outlier, you're not going to do the thing that is needed. Also, puberty blockers are the damage, the effects are reversible. They can be reversed. Exactly. Senator Nathan Johnson, thank you for getting it. It means to for these kids an ability to become who they need to be. Nathan Johnson, you're a real gym up guy. You're awesome. You're condemning them to a life of hating themselves. And also, I'll say further about this whole thing. There was literally a 10-year-old girl, a 10-year-old trans girl, who went up to the Senate to basically talk to these old coggers, these old assholes, and explain to them that she even was embarrassed. Like, I can't believe I have to be up there explaining to you adults why you're trying to hurt children like this. Basically, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's how fucked up my state is. A 10-year-old girl is having to explain to 40 and 50-year-old adults that are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to do the job of taking care of their citizens why they are being so horrible, why they are literally hurting people. It's mind-boggling. It's clown world. Yeah, I know. A lot of conservatives like that term. Fuck you, I'm still in it. It's clown. Texas is clown world. You know what clown world is? We have Sarah Eckhart too, and she said, Senator Sarah Eckhart, she's also a GM woman, says she knows several transgender Texans. She apologizes to them as continued abuse stands in the state, and then also said it will not bring children or parents closer to God. Your God, their God, or anyone else's. It's just further condemnation. Exactly. And it's not a good thing to do. You're not doing good. Like, I don't know, this shit is crazy. And this is not necessarily the same thing, obviously. It's different. But I'll tell you a little story. When I was 4 years old, I had a condition. Basically, it hurt when I peed. And I had to get a surgery down there. I don't know exactly what surgery was. I think it was something probably like just something like a circumcision. Something like that. Like nothing real serious. But I had to get it done. And I was 4 and like, they just took me to the doctor and they took care of it. Or I probably, to this day, I might have trouble going to the bathroom, something like that. Like, nobody was sitting here going, well, what if he doesn't want to have that done to his genitals or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous to me that the standards are going. And also, think about it. I mean, isn't there some standard? Like, I think if kids get an injury, certain injuries you can get, like playing sports, you can get metal plates in your legs or something, even at a young age, like a 16, even though that can further hinder you in life. Like, there's things they do. Maybe I'm not so sure on that, but I thought there's things like that. But anyway, my point is that basically, you can see why I'm fucking pissed off and how shitty this is. Because it's not only Arkansas sucks ass, Texas is not only fucked up that it's not enough that you have to stop these people, to stop kids from possibly getting treatment they might need. That's what it basically boils down to, and trusting the parents to understand that and help them. But also, you're literally making it a crime for the parents to love and accept them for who they are. How is that even legal? How fucking cold are you? In a fucking pandemic, I've seen people getting a lot colder and shittier. That's kind of sad. I've seen some people get better. I've seen so many get worse. And yes, also, to reiterate a point, all you little conservative talking heads talking about freedom. Trump get banned from Twitter. That's a different to freedom. Where are you now? Where you are when Chris Teague got put in jail for several hours? Only got to speak less than 3 minutes. What is this? Monday Night Raw? Is Eric Bischoff going to come out and say, hey, your 3 minutes are up, but Rosie and Jamal going to come whoop his ass? See how ridiculous this is? But none of y'all, you're not going to say a word about it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's call a fucking spade a spade. People like Steven Crowder, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, they're all fucking raging transphobes. That's why they really don't care. But even as raging transphobe fucking scumbags, you figure you try to maintain some integrity, try to stand up for this affront to freedom of speech you so promote. How can you look at somebody getting 40 minutes to speak? No problem. This person doesn't even get 3 minutes. Jail. Not even a fine. Jail. Straight up, jail. Obviously, it's clear. You fuckers, you just want to stand up for fascists, bigots, pieces of shit when their Twitter account gets removed. But, you're scumbags. What do you expect? Anyway, that's all I have to say for now. This shit makes me very wary. And, I'll say also, trans rights are human rights. I'll keep saying it until at least enough people accept it and stop trying to pass bullshit like this, which I don't know if I'll see that day before I die. But hopefully one day, right? And also, I'll say thank you for watching and have a great fucking day. I hope your day is fantastic. If you watch this, you do not deserve a brick to the head. You deserve the most wonderful thing. I hope you find a nice cat to pet. I hope you have a really great meal. I hope you get to enjoy a show or a game you really like. And I hope you just have I hope you get to talk to some wonderful people that you love. Bye.